Hey everybody, Hunter, Fisher, Trapper, Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and Country Cook Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with pretty Miss Sheila running the camera. Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
It's summertime, or it's wintertime, or it's spring or it's fall. Any time is a good time for hot dogs, bratwurst, but you're going to need some chili if you want chili dogs. Now, I got a pound of burger in here, 80-20, that I bought at the store, and I've browned it and drained all the grease off of it, and I didn't want to bore you with that or with this. I'm going to put in about 1/4 of a cup of sweet onions. I always use sweet onions. Now you can use red onions or white or yellow onions if you want. But I'm going to get these so they saute down a little bit. And then I'm going to have you come over here and take a little look at this. Alright, our burger's browned up good. Our onions are sweating, looking good. I'm going to put all these ingredients in the description box below so you don't have to go to a website to get it. You can just copy it and paste it. I think that's the way you should do it. In this little bowl right here, I have a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, a tablespoon of black pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Make sure that's not the salts, that's the powders. A 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, and I'm going to put some tomato paste and brown sugar in here in just a second, along with some tomatoes and chilies. But let's get those ingredients in there, get our spices happening a little bit. And just to kind of moisten this mixture a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put in my diced tomatoes and chilies. You can use Rotels, or you can just use store-bought stuff like Kroger brand like I do. I drained most of it so we don't get too much fluid going here. But I'm going to go ahead and dump what little bit of juice there was in there, because it looks like we kind of need it. Then I'm going to put in about 1/2 of this can of tomato paste. This is a little teeny can too. By the way, the chilies and tomatoes were only 10-ounce can. I just wanted you to know that. And this here is that's a 6-ounce can. I got about 1/2 of that in there. Then I'm also going to give this a shot of Worcestershire sauce. About 1/2 teaspoon. This stuff can get away on you. I know people get to dunking it in there, but I just think it takes over if you get too much of it in there. It ruins the rest of the flavors. So, it's looking pretty good. Then, I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar in there. Don't mean to turn the bowl towards you. I guess I could turn it over like this, but... And then our little magic ingredient comes up next. Now it's time for our magic ingredient. Got a little bottle of beer here. I'll tell you, Sheila does not drink beer at all. She loves it in some of the recipes we put it in, but she does not drink beer. And how do I know that? She grabbed me this bottle of beer and she says, "You got anything to open it with?" I said, "Honey, it's a twist off top. What century do you live in?" She said, "I don't drink beer." So, and what we're going to do here is we want to get some fluid. Oh, that smells so good. We want to put enough fluid in here. Let's see, probably about 1/2 bottle of beer. Yeah, about 1/2 bottle of beer. You're going good. So we get plenty of fluid because we want to simmer this for about an hour on real low heat. Oh, that looks just terrific. Don't that look fantastic? Let's see here, maybe a little bit more, because we're going to cook away all the alcohol, obviously, and then we're going to have us a wonderful beer, in fact I might even call it that, beer hot dog chili. Does that look fantastic or what? Alright, now I'm going to turn this little burner here down on low, which is going to be about right there, and I'm just going to let it simmer. You can just see it simmering in between the pieces of meat. And then when we come back, we're going to take one of these bratwursts we have over here, one of these bratwurst and sausage buns, and I'll tell you, because you're going to load it up with chili, whether you're serving hot dogs or bratwurst, always get bratwurst and sausage buns, because they're bigger and they'll hold the chili better. So even if you're serving hot dogs, get bratwurst buns so you can stack this stuff high on top of your hot dogs. Oh, that looks so good, and it smells terrific. We'll see you in about, I'd say 30 to 45 minutes. We'll check on it, but about an hour from now, we really want to let this simmer. Well, this has been simmering only for about a half hour and it already tastes so delicious that we're going to go ahead and plate this up. Let me get one of these little brats over here, put it in here. Now you can do whatever you want. If you want to do a little bit of mustard, or if you want to do a little, and you notice this mustard come out nice, that's because I poured the water over here, because I know you don't want to watch yellow water come out of this bottle. So I got that set up nice. Oh Lord, would you looky what we have here with the tomatoes and the peppers and stuff that are in there. Now you could top this with a little cheese, sprinkle a little cheese on top or whatever, but this chili for your hot dogs and bratwurst is terrific. Now if you're going to have a lot of kids at the table, you can always back the chili powder down a little bit. Make sure you get the mild rotels or diced tomatoes and chilies, but this is terrific. Now we use beer, but from time to time we also use our own brand of sweet wine. Shotgun Red's Touch of Sweet Wine. We put a splash of that in instead of beer. It's absolutely terrific, but I wanted to show you a new little twist with the beer chili thing. And you can find this here at shotgunredwine.com. It's only available in Tennessee, but if you click on the store locator, you'll find out where it's at, and you can also watch our commercial on there, and Sheila's even in the commercial. So, well, this is terrific. Is this the best chili you've ever ate on your hot dogs? If it ain't, it ought to be. Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee, hoping you subscribe to our channel. There's our little Shotgun Red face over on this side. It'll pop up there if it hasn't already. And over here I'll put another recipe. In fact, I think I'll put that famous bratwurst. Oh man, it's so good the way we do it, and we do it on the grill and all that stuff. How to make these brats. I'm going to put that recipe over here for you to click on. But in the meantime, I got to hang up because I got to take a bite of this. Sheila, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Try some beer chili hot dog. Beer hot dog chili. I'll get it right, but I'll put the title in. And don't forget, I always put all the ingredients in the description box below, so you don't have to go to a website to get it. Here's an update. I always tell you if I taste something or Sheila tastes something and we think it should be tweaked, we let you know. I love it the way it is, but Sheila thinks it's a little on the spicy side. So maybe only put in half as many tomatoes and chilies. Maybe half the pepper and half the chili powder, and I'll bet it'd be perfect. Because it's just a little too hot for her, but boy, I just love it with that beer and that spice. Whew, it's great. But that's an update. Back those down to start with, taste it, then you can always add it later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.